Okay, guys, let's take a look at the mesh versus Micron when it comes to hydraulic filtration. Let's go here. And what is a micron? What is a micron? 1 micron is equals to 1 meter divided by 1 million. So it's 1 millionth of a meter. That is how big a micron is. Of a million, 1 meter divided by 1 million. It's 1 millionth of a meter. So what is a mesh? So mesh, and the best way that I can say mesh, I would say it's a number of circles in 1 inch. That's the best way I can describe what a mesh is, and that's what a mesh is. So let's say that you have 1 inch in here. Let's say this is 1 inch bigger. One mesh is the number of circles that can fit inside that 1 inch. So it's a 1 inch diameter of a circle would be one mesh. Now, if two circles can fit in here, that's two mesh. 3, 5, 4, 100 circles, that's 100 mesh, and 200 circles is 200 mesh. So the bigger the number, the finer the filtration on the mesh would be. And that's the difference between a micron and a mesh. Now let's just do a quick comparison over here. For example, and let's talk about filtration. For example, in the suction line, and we're gonna say suction over here. We have 100 mesh, which is common, and 100 mesh would be an equivalent to 149 microns. 200 mesh, that is an equivalent to 74 microns. That's for the suction line. Now check this out. If we go to the pressure, say pressure and return line. On the pressure and return line, we're usually talking about 5 micron. We're talking about 10 micron. We can be talking about 14 micron and 25 micron. Usually the 5 and 10 microns, you can use it in the pressure line. Usually 14 and 25 microns, it can be used on the return line filter. Now, if we want to get to levels of filtration on the ISO 4406 target, we're gonna have to use fine filtration. We're gonna if you have servo valves, proportional valves, we're gonna have to use very fine filtration given a 5 micron filter. You know, a pressure filter, we can still put a 10 micron, but likely it's not gonna protect a servo valve. Let's say, you know, I will put a 3 micron in the pressure line. But that's how we usually do on the filtration. Now on the suction line, why don't we have smaller microns over here? The reason we don't have a smaller micron is because the suction line, it would cavitate. It can cavitate very easily on the suction, and there are better ways to do filtration in the pressure line, in the return line. A kidney loop, you can put a kidney loop and you can keep the oil clean. The reason to put a filter at all in the suction is just to prevent the bigger chunk of dirt, of debris, to get into the pump. So it's just really a protection of a catastrophic failure, let's say. While on the pressure and return and even a kidney loop unit, you can actually get the filtration levels that you need in the hydraulic. So that's the difference between a Micron and a mesh filter. That's that's the video for today, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.